Hello, witch folk. Welcome to our coven.
We are Angels on Broomsticks. We're a mother-daughter duo.
And we love the makeup.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Evangeline. And today, well, one thing, we're in a new setup, in her new apartment, trying things out. But I think we might jazz up the background if we decide to, keep this situation so.
I like this situation.
We like it because we finally have a table.
And a beautiful table at that.
Look, we can put our freaking elbows up and do winged liner, finally.
Yeah, we were hunching before.
Yeah, we were like on my couch.
I have very good posture normally, but...
So yeah, our idea for today is to basically go through palettes that we both have, because you have an extensive palette collection. I have like a adequate one, but she's the queen of the palette. This
is how we got into makeup. At least I did. Yeah. Was the palettes. Palettes.
I agree.
They were just coming out, and it was so exciting. And a couple of these were before we had a channel, and they actually inspired our channel.
Yeah, so we want to kind of talk about why it is. These are ones that we both have. There's definitely some ones you have I probably might want one day, but some of these I even bought because you have them. So yeah, these are kind of like our top sellers.
Yeah, for the two of us. Yeah.
Actually, that's untrue. We also want to talk about some that we had and we're not.
Because this was when we were naive. Naive. So shall we begin?
Yeah.
With our first one that we got at the same time-ish. Yeah, so it's the Jackie Aina from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. And it's discontinued now, which is unfortunate because you all probably know it. It looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful palette. No regrets here.
I haven't used this one in a while, though.
But it's hard. You only have two eyes, and there's only so many days.
I know. But I really loved... I remember we used to be obsessed with this shade, Sponsored.
So it was the beginning of the pandemic, and we had no dog parks to go to, so we had to meet up at the one dog park that had no fences. Yeah. So we'd go, use your palette and make a look, and we'd meet with our new looks.
Yeah, what did you do with the Jackie Aina palette? Yeah, I mean, I like this one, but I definitely don't think I turned to it. It's very autumn-y, in my opinion, though. It's a very good palette for autumn. Not trying to sell you on it because they don't have it anymore, but I wonder what this was like. Was anyone around in the days that you were watching YouTube and this first came out? Like, was this a hit?
Yes. Everyone loved it. It was on a lot of people's top 10.
Yeah, the shimmers are really nice. The formula's great. That's so true.
Yeah, and I like that it's not huge pans.
Yeah.
It's not too big.
Yeah, I definitely like this size of palette. Although this kind of layout isn't very common.
I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah, she's wearing it now. Yeah, so this was the one that started it all. Thank you.
Yes.
Jackie Aina.
Then we got a second one. This is our secret shame because it's the Morphe Jeffree Starr.
Yes.
Jeffree Star's been canceled, but I'm going to make a confession. I still watch him.
Oh, you watch Jeffree Starr?
I watch his YouTube.
I'm sure a lot of people do.
And it looks like this. Now, I actually like this palette still to this day. I love the shape of the pans.
The rounded square.
Yeah, the rounded square is a big thing for me. It's a big theme for me. And I love these greens and these pinks. This all turns pink, by the way. It looks like very, pale flesh, but it's really pigmented. I like it. I still, I look at it. I sometimes bring it out. I think it's jolly.
It is jolly. This is one of those ones, though, I like the colors in it, in the pan, but for some reason, these certain shades just don't work very well on my complexion. I think that's the main problem with that for me. There's always this kind of green. I love it, and it looks really good on you. And same with pinks, hot pinks. They look good on you.
Yeah.
Not so much on me.
So this is my jam. I like it. I'm not throwing it away.
Do they still sell it?
No.
I don't know.
Because Morphe kind of disassociated with Jeffree.
Oh,
What's
Jeffree.
This? Jeffree.
Yeah, those were the first two. So
and then we got a channel.
Days.
So then we started buying palettes recklessly. So I got this one.
The Sugar Pill.
Sugar Pill. Cute. And it's really cute. I think this is a staple.
Yeah.
I like the size, small.
Yeah.
And it's got different kind of neon pastels,
I love this one. So she bought it. I borrowed it. I liked it so much I bought it. because I love the size. They look really bright here, but they come across more like sort of pastel-y, some of them. It's just fun, like all these blues and purples, and they all blend into each other.
And it's all matte, and you can, use your single shimmers to jazz it up or not.
It's great for traveling. That one's cute.
And then the second one I got this because I'm into the BH because of Angelica Nai's quest. And I do believe she's right. They have a very good formula. But now they're going out,
What?
They're filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't hard to see why.
Why?
Well, they had all these collabs with all these people. I don't know who they are.
No.
Anyway, they're only just releasing millions of palettes. They don't really have a iconic thing.
That's true. Damn.
I don't know. And I looked up who owns it, and it's like someone you would see on a Netflix special, So, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so it looks like this, and I gave it to her, and it's all these bright little pastels, some shimmer, some not, and then I missed it, so I rebought it.
And I'm wearing it right now, and I'm sad to hear that they're going under because
they're not going under. They filed for bankruptcy.
So someone might buy the company?
So I don't know. I don't know what happens. It's this thing. I'm not a legal person. I think it's cute.
This one, to me, they have similar energy, in that they're, these bright, lots of mattes, pastel-y things. So I sometimes will use these interchangeably when I have an idea for a look, like something like this, like a one look of a sort of matte, bright color. Both of these are a go-to for me, and very good for spring.
See, and I like this. I like this for the dead of winter, especially shimmery ones.
Yeah, very true. Now, are we gonna get more sophisticated in our taste?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Melt Gemini.
Yes. So apparently I bought it, but I don't have no recollection, and I gave it to her.
Yeah. Well, we were saying? We need the Melt Gemini palette because it's iconic, and we didn't have it, and we love Melt, and y'all know we love Melt. And she bought it from Sephora. I put it in my cart and I'll get it. I think you said get it for us. And then I came over and okay, can I borrow this? You're like, yeah, okay. And then you're just like, you know what, you have it. Okay?
Sometimes I'm nice.
And you hadn't even tried it.
Right.
And so you just gave it to me fresh and new. And then you said, okay, I'm going to buy myself.
It's so beautiful. It truly is the best Melt palette there is, I believe.
Yeah.
What Natasha Denona Gold is, this is to Melt.
The most iconic. All these greens and browns, they actually work really well together. You get just a really nice grungy eye. You have two shimmers, which isn't much, but pair this with the Smoke Sessions palette. That works great if you want some more shimmers. But you've also got this black in the center.
Yeah,
so
it's
you can
the best
deepen.
black. You know how I love a black? Melt black. I have another, I'm sure. There's a black in the Morphe palette. And maybe somewhere else. They have the best blacks.
Yeah. I'm sad for people in the States who've had trouble getting this for some reason. And I don't know if that's changed, but for quite a while they were out of stock.
Yeah, we have it still. It's at Sephora.
Sephora.
So
weird.
Canada.
Yeah.
Sephora.ca.
Maybe you can get it to go over there.
You can get a post office box here in Canada.
Or ask us, ship it to our house, we'll ship it to you.
Yeah.
If you really do, because this is just great. And let us know if any of you have this palette and your thoughts on it. Has anyone said a bad thing about it?
I don't care. Next, Kaleidos. So these ones, the littler ones.
The little babies. You have 6 of these. And then I tried a couple. Mm-hmm. And then they had one of their big sales, and it was buy 3 for a cheap amount. So I chose these 3. So we both have them. Starting with Lunar Lavender. I know we've talked about these in our Kaleidos palette video, so we won't go on too long about it. But if you're interested in Kaleidos, definitely check out that video. This is the most beautiful purples. These shimmers, so beautifully iridescent. The shiftiness you find in these two. There's blues and pinks, and they're just gorgeous. This is a favorite of mine. You use this one much, Luna?
You only have
I
2
don't-
eyes,
can't
and there's
picture-
only so many days in the week.
No, you have so many palettes.
I go to bed with them, I told you, and I swatch them on my hand.
Yeah. And then what was the Astro Pink? I had a weird obsession.
Is that Astro Pink?
Yeah, it is. Even I always think of this as the blue one, but there's only really one blue. I had a weird obsession with this shade of blue for a long time.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Because it's in the Desi Katie Dose of Colors, which I have, by the way.
Yeah.
You could get it in Canada. That was another thing that everyone kept saying was out of stock.
Yeah, this one's fun. Again, just like the Kaleidos shimmers. There's something about them. They're just so pretty, buildable, iridescent, so shimmery. That really fine milled shimmer. I've started to realize there's like such a big difference between certain shimmers.
Yes.
You know?
There's tronqué. There's finely milled.
Yeah.
There's some that make your eyes look wet. There's some that make your eyes look glittery without being pressed glitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and different companies have different, like, you could tell, like, a beauty-based shimmer because they're kind of jelly feeling. And then Glam Light has a specific kind of shimmer. Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed the Natasha Denona shimmers in the Glam palette anyway. They're very, like, more... They almost lean towards satin.
We
They're
do have a
not, like,
Natasha Denona.
that we both
A
have?
long one. A little long one.
A little 5
Yeah,
band.
let's forget about it.
And then this one, speaking of shimmers, this third one, the Sashimi City. These shimmers are just stunning. Great for a bridal look.
This is a neutral palette, but I love it. I love neutrals.
Yeah. I've been really into neutrals. Honestly, like, this is me trying to get back into my color, but I've been just, like, wanting to do neutrals all the time. Which isn't great for all these palettes that I love and want to use.
Things
but
change. Tastes change. So
It's true. Like, in 2 months, I'll probably be like, color, color, color again.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Uh,
Then we got the Flower Punk, which is, like, one of their newer releases. I love this component. Woo!
yeah, I like
that.
it too.
Because you can, like, hold the mirror like this, use it, and I think it's fun. Just really cute. The only thing I struggle with this one is I always want to find a way to pair the pinks with the teals.
Yeah.
And I can never figure out, like, where I'm going to place those two opposing colors on my eyeball. Like, what would you do with...
Do the pinks there and then pop a teal boop.
That sounds pretty. I want to do that now. Again, you got a little bit of this grunginess with these greens. Really pretty. These tones, these rosy pink tones, now has made me like pink eyeshadow.
Yay!
And then we have only 2 more here. Let's move into the Huda. Let's go for the Rose Quartz.
Because this is like probably one of the best palettes that came out last year, I think.
Packaging. We did a video on this. I'm obsessed. I used it in our video for the first time, I think, and I was like, I'm dying. I want this. So I bought it. And it's just so pretty. It's like not too bright, you know, with the pinks. You can just really tone stuff down. You can go neutral with this palette. But the shimmers, every single shimmer in this, like that moon magic, pinky blue.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love this palette. I'm obsessed. Have you guys tried this? It's newer. I think I've harped on about this a lot in the past couple months. And then lastly, we just got one of these little ones, the Huda Emerald Obsessions. I love these little 9 pans.
Me
from Huda.
too. I love Huda. Yeah, adorbs.
I love this.
Now I ordered that on a pop-up.
Of a BoxyCharm?
When I was a BoxyCharmer.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. That's where I got it.
The good thing about BoxyCharm was Ace Beauté and the Huda you could get.
These go on sale a lot. I noticed like Sephora, Canada anyway, has the Amethyst one on sale right now.
I have that one.
I want to maybe try it. I brought this traveling, and I really liked it as like a travel palette. This, and I think I brought, the Sugar Pill Fun Sizes. And then the 5-pen Natasha Denona.
Okay, yes. That was
And
a good
I was
one. The
set.
5-pen one we have is neutral. Super neutral.
Is it the Ayana? Or, yeah.
I don't know.
Ayana, I think. Ayana.
I don't know.
This shade's really pretty. You can't tell, but something about it. It's like a goldy lime green. Does that make sense? I love it. Ooh. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's our shared palettes. looking at this in front of me, I really think, except for the Jeffree Starr, like, ooh, these are like things I turn to.
And when you look at the Jackie Aina, you want to go back.
Yeah. Especially just like, it's so jewel tony. I think I have a look actually when I was first getting into makeup that I still look back on. I'm like, oh, that was a good look. And it was with this palette. I should redo that look with more skills.
We're skills, man. We're mad skills.
Do you ever look at some of your, no, you,
I do.
some of my old
I
ones.
look at some of my old ones and I think, oh, that's cute. And then other times,
Yeah, some I'm like really embarrassed.
yeah, me too.
I did so much weird color, like not diffusing it that great and just like bright and weird and
I was more subtle, which I like.
yeah, I'm into that now.
Because then I was like getting more heavy-handed, you know, and then now I want to go more subtle.
Let us know in the comments down below any of these palettes you like or don't like, or if you have any recommendations for us for like some new palettes to try out based on some of this.
Do we need new palettes?
I mean, I don't know, maybe. I want to get some more pastel palettes. More pastel-y than this, like pale. To do like a lot of inner corners.
Oh yeah,
inner
that
corners.
would be nice to have a series of palettes that you use just for specific rather than this palette I use just for one look. No, like pull out 2, 3.
Yeah, which is what I do a lot because I don't like a shimmery inner corner anymore. So I'm always trying to find a matte thing to go in the inner corner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about it for today. We have one more episode coming up of our And Just Like That series, talking about the new Sex and the City reboot. We're just gonna compact episode 8 and episodes 9 and 10 together. Wrap it up.
Give some thoughts of the whole thing and why they should do some different plotting.
Yeah.
Writers.
We have things to say now that we've gotten to the end of the journey of that. So.
Yeah. And we're way behind because it was moving. It was very stressful.
Yes.
Moving is so stressful.
Yeah. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Stay witchy, stay bitchy. Have a good week.
Bye, witches.